My namaskarams to all of you. Today, I want to talk about something we all feel, something that shapes our thoughts, our actions, and often our happiness desire. Desire is like a river flowing inside us. Sometimes it flows gently, giving life and energy. Sometimes it rushes like a storm, pulling us along, leaving restlessness behind. From the moment we wake up, desires surround us. Small desires for comfort, food, and warmth, and bigger desires for success, recognition, and love. They are natural, they are human. Without them, life would be dull, lifeless, and stagnant. But here is the delicate truth: desire can be both a blessing and a burden. It becomes a blessing when it guides us, inspires us, and motivates us to grow. It becomes a burden when it grows unchecked, when it dominates our mind, and when we start believing that happiness exists only at the end of achieving something. Think for a moment. How often have we felt that momentary joy of getting something we wanted, only to find ourselves wanting something more, something else? That's the nature of desire. It never rests, and if we allow it to control us, it can leave us exhausted, anxious, and even unhappy despite all our achievements. So, what is the way forward? How do we live in a world full of desires and yet find peace? The answer is simple yet profound: learning the art of letting go. Letting go does not mean giving up on life or stopping our dreams. It means understanding the nature of our desires. It means asking ourselves, do I need this for my growth and well being? Or am I chasing it because my mind is restless? When we begin to reflect in this way, we start to observe our desires instead of being ruled by them. Let me give you an example. Imagine holding a beautiful vase in your hands. The tighter you hold it, the heavier it feels. You may even fear it slipping or breaking. But if you hold it with awareness and care, gently, it becomes light, beautiful, and easy to carry. Life works the same way. When you hold your desires too tightly, you feel burdened. When you hold them mindfully, appreciating them without clinging, they enrich your life instead of draining it. There is another gentle truth about letting go. It creates space for light to enter. Think of a room cluttered with furniture, boxes, and objects. There is hardly any space to move, hardly any sunlight reaching every corner. But when we remove what is unnecessary, suddenly the room feels bigger, brighter, and alive. The same happens in our hearts and minds. Every desire we release, every attachment we loosen, creates room for clarity, joy, and peace. Letting go also teaches us freedom. A mind that lets go is not weighed down by fear, anger, or endless craving. A heart that lets go is free to love, to laugh, to be kind. And this freedom is not something we find outside, it is something we discover within ourselves. Many spiritual traditions speak of this truth. From the flowing rivers of the Ganges to the quiet mountains of Tibet, from the teachings of saints to the reflections of philosophers, one message echoes clearly. Happiness is not in accumulating, but in releasing, not in clinging, but in flowing. Now, some of you may wonder, but isn't it desired necessary for success? Absolutely. Desire itself is not bad. Desire can inspire creation, fuel learning, and help us achieve great things. But success achieved while being enslaved to desire is often hollow. True fulfillment comes when desire is balanced with understanding, when ambition is guided by wisdom, and when achievement is tempered with contentment. So, how do we practice this balance in everyday life? Here are a few simple steps. 1. Observe your desires. Pause for a moment and reflect. Which desires are essential and which are born out of restlessness or comparison? 2. Practice gratitude. When we appreciate what we already have, our craving for more naturally softens. 3. Let go intentionally. Start small. Release one unnecessary attachment, one thought that weighs you down, one worry that is beyond your control. Notice the peace that follows. 4. Embrace simplicity. Simplifying life does not mean living without joy. It means living with clarity, freedom, and depth. 5. Flow with life. Remember, life is like a river. Resist less, observe more, and flow wisely. The art of letting go is a gentle power. It does not make life empty, it makes life fuller. It does not weaken us, it strengthens the mind and the heart. When we let go, we discover that we are not our desires, we are the awareness behind them. The calm river that allows streams to flow without being swept away. So, today I invite you to practice this art. Watch your desires, release what is unnecessary, flow with life rather than fighting it, and in doing so, discover the quiet, radiant light that always shines within, the light of peace, freedom, and joy. Thank you.